And we're back. Thank you everyone for joining me for part 5 of our Volkmar the Grim Legendary campaign. Last time, if you remember, we had just fought King Hakor and gotten a little bit of revenge, but we have a little bit of a dilemma here. We have options to decide to take the Black Tower of Arcan. We also can pretty easily take Sudenburg. We also, though, had war declared on us by Manfred to the east. And so I think it'd be safer to attack this Black Tower of Arcan, just because if we take Sudenburg, Manfred might come exactly from this territory and, finish off our weaker army, having just, taken a settlement there. That said, we also have some level ups to do, and so I'm going to go ahead and quickly do that for all of our heroes and come back with a decision. I think we should stop collecting income so that we can get some control back. It wasn't a lot of income to begin with, and that's one less thing for us to worry about. If it does rebel, that's fine. I mean, ultimately, like we've said, the whole point of this game is to level up these heroes. I think when we get the heroes to this Grand Soulfire, like we're in business, we're doing good. So I'm gonna go ahead, and there is a little trick to attack armies standing outside of settlements, right? Where if you take a lord and attack a settlement, you will prevent reinforcements from coming out and helping the hero that's standing outside. But in this case, I think no matter who we attacked with, they would retreat. And so we're going to kind of do the reverse. We're going to bring all of our lords up as close as possible. So like, I guess maybe over here, over here, and then we're going to bring Volkmar and actually attack this lord, hoping that he doesn't run away. Because what this means is that we'll have a regular battle instead of a siege battle. And I'm sure you guys have probably been able to tell that regular battles are much easier to win than a siege battle. So we'll see. It actually doesn't look like these lords might even be in range. So yeah, so it's just going to be us versus them. That is totally fine. And I think because it's a battle outside of a settlement, these garrison troops will actually take a second to come into the fight. And I'm going to do my best to remember that the enemy can actually summon units this time. So hopefully we don't lose a set of archers. Yep, okay, so let's go ahead and fight the battle. Alright, so we are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and start the battle. I'm actually bring these lords up just a little bit more because we have the ability to kill their lord before reinforcements arrive. So let's highlight everybody and just rush in. So, and to not lose any time, I'm going to bring these archers and the flagellants, actually put them behind the archers, and let's see these spearmen also right there. So let's see, the knights are pretty close. This is great. Get a little bit of damage out, and the heroes try to have them run as fast as they can to get to this lord. Yeah, so a little bit of good damage there. Lords are coming. I'm going to speed up the time here. If I'm missing anybody, yeah, all of our units are running over. This trio's coming. I'm going to pull the knights out, just because the lords are here now, and I'm going to do Volkmar's charge bonus, and let them have at it. So I'm going to slow back down. I'm going to bring the knights over here, and have our units, how much time do we have? 37 seconds. I'm going to bring them a little bit closer if I can. So we can just shoot at them as soon as they come out. It will be pretty devastating. Oh, and let's make sure that everybody is off of guard mode. That way they actually chase enemies and things like that. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we're going to actually be able to kill this lord in time, but beggars can't be choosers, so I think we're still doing pretty well. It's Baywatch we've got going on here. Okay, so their army has arrived, and our archers appear to be in range, more or less. Let's bring the spearmen up into the archers. That way, if something happens, we at least have the spearmen to block. And by something, I mean a chariot decides to attack our units. Alright, the knights can kind of run in here, and let's see. I don't remember getting the notification that their lord had died, but maybe we did. Yeah, so bring the knights up to take any arrow fire or the brunt of any charges, and have our lords kind of keep running up here. Oh, there he is. Sneaky. Alright. The knights are doing good. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm going to bring them to these archers. And let's pull our archers back just a little bit. And have these units all rush in. I'm going to leave one set of spears, like I said I would, back. Let's leave this one. Let's actually group up our archers. Yeah, and then the spearmen can just kind of hang out, figure it out. So, alright, their lord is dead. Let's go run in here and pull out our Empire Knights. It seems like they are really struggling to at least even keep control of their situation. And
no lingering. Yes, my lord.
Spearmen are doing okay there. I'm gonna actually bring these flagellants back. And I might even have those knights retreat. But our lords are almost here. We have our archers ready to go, so I'm gonna have them shoot.
Yes, General. Yes, sir.
We have these weird formations for all of our units. I'm gonna try to spread it out before I charge in.
No lingering.
I'm still gonna charge in over here like this. And our lords are now here to catch up. Yeah, these really, really strange formations. Alright, let's have Volkmar run into this one. Give everybody a melee buff. So, this unit, I'm actually going to pull away. Yeah, their archers are devastating ours. So you can go over there. That's fine. I actually think what we want to do is lose the archers eventually and go with Free Company Militia, or even getting less archer units. I just don't think they're very good. So I'm totally fine with that. I prefer they actually hit the archers than any other unit we have. Spearman can go ahead and fight. And no Ushtabi yet. Or Ushapti, I think. Hopefully this unit survives, even though it's lost a lot of its units. Their archers are having a field day. But that's fine. Try to get our knights to charge back in. And there's only 10 of them, but I think we're actually gonna get that Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, there we go. This is the perfect spot for them to be summoned. These warrior priests will have no problems with them. And the archers are back, ready to go. Let's have them shoot this larger archer unit. Knights should do okay here. Volkmar, where are you at? Let's bring you into this bigger section of units. We'll have these spearmen come back and attack this. Have these flagellants also join up with Volkmar. And to prevent ourselves from losing any units from friendly fire, move that back. But it actually looks like these guys are struggling against the Ushapti. Kind of shocked by that.
Battle awaits. Send us out. Ready. At speed.
Yeah, wow. Really struggling in this fight. try to rush with all these units.
Yes, General! Spearman! Standing by! Go!
Let's see, as long as we don't lose these warrior priests, we're doing good. There we go. Yeah, so Pyrrhic victory, not as good as I hoped. I think maybe charging the enemy was actually a mistake there. So, alright, so we're back. We did end up keeping all of our units, which is great. I wish we've done it a little bit better, but all's well that ends well. So, and now that we've taken out the reinforcements and that lord, we can just kind of walk in here and occupy the settlement.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
So yeah, the benefit being, because we have these warrior priests that have pretty high replenishment rate, we can very quickly get our losses back. So I'm also going to merge these archers. I feel like we want less of them. They're kind of more of a liability than anything. And it looks like we have access to Empire Knights, which is great. We also have access to these units, but I'm going to get rid of that building.
Knowledge is power.
So yeah, let's actually grab some Empire Knights. Get 3 of them. Yeah, this is not too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and level up these
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
lords and heroes from that last fight, and I'll check in with you guys right after. All right, we're back. I've actually put all of our lords and heroes on horses, hoping that will help out a little bit in these fights. We can recruit an Empire Captain, but again, I think it's kind of against our rules, so sad, but we will figure it out. And now it's really time to see what we should do about Manfred and Sudenburg. I think we'll try to walk down this way to recapture Sudenburg, but also keep a wary eye out for whatever Manfred can do. He also, actually, he might come from Kemri. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll actually, over the turn, send a scout this way. Whether that's a warrior priest or who knows what. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly look at diplomacy, see if anything interesting is happening there, and be right back. Alright, so it looks like our province down south here is going to rebel almost no matter what. So I'm going to go ahead and try to collect income from it. I'm also going to actually destroy this upgrade. That gives us a bunch of money back, so we have more to burn through. So let's go ahead and check that. This is great. Great. Recruit an additional lord, we get 1,000 crowns. You know me, that is not a problem at all. Don't have to ask me twice. But let's do that quick little scouting we said we would, and just see kind of what's going on with this area. I'm going to make sure to not walk too far away. Yeah. That is so funny. Okay, so they do have an army coming after us. It's not Manfred, which is a little bit concerning. If I move slightly over more... Oh, here we are. Yeah, so Manfred will probably attack El Calibad. And this army up here will either try to meet him or go to the Black Tower. They may even both combine forces and attack the Black Tower if they see our units here. So this is really interesting. Options. I'm going to go ahead and just build another Shrine of Sigmar. Yeah, they have not rebelled yet here. What is the movement range? I swear in the past you used to be able to tell. I also can see that at least Manfred is in forward march, so he can't retreat if we were to attack him. I'm going to try my best to actually bait Manfred into a similar situation that the one that we did with King Hakor. So You can even see, I think sometimes you can actually see like a cool, you know, big battle marker. But okay, the only downside is that we might not have this hero to participate in this fight.
For Sigmar!
Not the worst, but I wish we had him.
I will rouse the men.
So let's see.
Never yield.
Let's give our warrior priest in Volkmar's army the Sword of Battle. We also have some ancillaries, so yes, let's definitely give him that. And sure, why not give him the Coachman. So I'm going to move this lord right in front of the settlement, like right here.
My journey begins. Warrior of Sigmar.
Also do the same with this one. They'll stand right next to each other. And I will give them, well, I'll leave them both as a unit of spearmen. And then what we'll do here, which I'm a little bit concerned because I don't know Manfred's movement, if he would just go straight to the Black Tower of Arcan, or at least Wulfric would. But I think it's more important to actually delete this army than worry about losing the Black Tower of Arcan for one turn. So I'll go ahead and also do this. Let's actually not. And I'm going to bring Manfred over here, or sorry, Volkmar. Make sure I have 25% movement left, and try to do that similar tactic of ambushing. Ambush stance. I'm also, because I think we need it, I'm going to recruit some regiments of renown. Yeah, the Tattered Souls is perfect. This is a tier 1 unit, so we can do that as well. I'll recruit them. And then I will also, on this guy, start recruiting just to give Manfred a reason to attack us, if he doesn't already have a pretty large reason to. So yeah, I think that's kind of the best we can do given our circumstance, and cross our fingers that Manfred falls for our trap. Okay, so Manfred did not fall for the trap above. He is attacking this base, the Plain of Tuskers. I would like... Oh, sorry, this isn't Manfred. This is one of his commanders. I'd love to do as much damage as I can, but I'd rather have more fun battles, so I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Okay, so not so bad. This turn allowed us to get another buff to our melee infantry, which we will desperately need. Let's go ahead and look, and I think just continue down this line and get more armor for our infantry units. Also, that missile resistance will be super, super nice. So, we weren't able to trick Manfred into attacking us. That said, this army is in forward march and can't retreat.
Absolutely.
And it's far enough from Manfred that they won't be able to reinforce. So, I think this is a great opportunity to take out some of our enemies. The problem being that after we fight them, there's no reason that both, oh my gosh, 4 almost full stacks of units. Yeah, this would be devastating actually. If we attack this army, and we would almost undoubtedly win. What will happen is that Manfred and Mainrod probably both attack us together, and I don't think that we can deal with that.
Do not mistake me for a fool. Servant of the faith. Cleanse the
So I think actually what we could do is just play a bit of a cat and mouse game where we run to Khemri, because I'm sure it's completely undefended. Or we just hope that we can trick Manfred or this other lord into an ambush.
Ready. Warrior of Sigmar.
Orders.
Yeah, I think that's what we
Protector of
almost have to try.
What do you require? Setting forth.
So let me go ahead and let's merge some of these units, just because they're taking so much damage per turn. We'll move.
Yes, the rights of war.
Shield of faith.
Yeah, we'll move the hero into our main army there.
Sigmarite Archlector. I go where I'm
We'll move
needed.
both of these units. We'll get rid of a flagellant.
Honored to serve.
And so we have
Protector
one
of
full
the
stack.
weak.
If we... Yeah, let's see.
True
If we
servant
enter
of Sigmar.
encampment stance, yeah. What is the attrition we're facing now? Let's see. If somebody knows how to tell, alright, let me know in the comments below. I think we're gonna just try to do another ambush and see what happens. Let's go ahead and recruit our unit. I don't see any other way to really take on any of these armies. They're really quite massive. So I'm going to check our diplomacy really quick and end the turn if nothing looks good. Okay, so we are back, and again, Manfred did not fall for our trap. So what I'm going to do here is trade some units. Also, so looks like that we are essentially out of money, so I'm going to have to dismiss this hero.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
And I'm going to start the
I see Sigmar's
journey of going to Kemery to
by the
take some of
Helden
Manfred's settlements. Now our territory ends right here. We do not want to have a war with the Black Period with the Sentinel Tomb Kings. So yes, I'm going to try to stay within our territory so we can get some of that replenishment and stay far enough away from
steps.
any surprise attacks from Manfred. Alright, we're back, and the followers of Nagash have been destroyed, so that is good news for us. One less war declared against us. And we're on our way to Kemery. No signs of Manfred. We have our buildings here, so things are going okay. We have some growth because our units are here. I'm going to actually scout with one of the warrior priests before I decide to move my entire army that way. Yeah, you can see no one is at Kemery. You can also see that they're upgrading these buildings, so that means when we take it over, it will have a more upgraded base. So I'm going to go ahead and meet up with this warrior priest.
Sigmar's path. Your actions are unwise.
And see
What do you require? Sigmar
if we can't, over the next turn, take this while Manfred is preoccupied somewhere else. They might take El Calabad, but I'm okay with that. All right. So, it looks like we have free reign
Sigmar
over
has heard my prayer.
this settlement. I'm going to go ahead and attack it,
Tremble before me.
and hopefully the auto-resolve is nice to us. Yeah, since it's saying we're not going to lose any units, I think we're going to go ahead and just auto-resolve this fight. We're going to go ahead and occupy the settlement. And this gives us some vision over what's kind of happening here. It also gives us the level up for
Instrument of
Wolfmar,
Sigmar's will.
which is sorely needed. giving us this incredible ability, Grand Shield of Faith, giving all of our units around our Volkmar 20% damage resistance. So let's grab that. And
The
let's look at our
righteous
units
honor
here.
of Sigmar.
I believe I'd rather... Let's actually also see what's going on here.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
We didn't get lucky and have the upgraded base. I think actually whenever you take it, it downgrades 1 level. But unfortunately it didn't give us anything for that. This is good. Yeah, so this is kind of, we're just getting our income back. And we will see how this develops. But thank you so much for watching this 5th episode of our campaign. We are at the inflection point, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, but we're going to have to work pretty hard to pull through here. So catch me in the next one, where we can hopefully grab the reins and have our vengeance against all our enemies in this southern desert area. Thanks so much.